Good morning, good morning. How are you? Well, I just thought I'd start because people have been showing a lot of interest in the cats. This is Mr. Boots. Oh, look at him, fast asleep. And I know he does remind somebody of their ginger cat, Fiona, who had a big ginger cat who passed away. And on my shoulders at the moment, just switching it, that is, oh, he's waving. That is Sandy. He's again one of our cats that Jane rescued from one of her villas, and we've had him now quite a few years, and he is a real little tinker. Right, I'm going to sit down carefully. Oh, ow! Oh, he's all claws. Oh, he's gone now. Anyway, how you doing this morning? Right, let's just quickly have a look at what's been going on. First of all, yesterday, some of you might have been aware that I did attempt to do an online broadcast from the house. Managed to get, obviously, a signal out. Not fantastic, because our internet here isn't brilliant. And it was uploading to Facebook for a while. And then, obviously, after a while, Facebook then obviously copyright strike it and it comes down. Unfortunately, when I was checking Mixcloud to see if it had gone up and stored onto Mixcloud, it hadn't done it. So I've got to have a rethink now. And Jane actually suggested that I record a show and then I go somewhere and then rebroadcast it live on people's better internet to go out and do it as a live send rather than as a recorded did up to the net send, which I don't know. I'll have a think about that at the moment, because all it means is I spend all my time sat internet cafes or whatever, or in people's bars trying to use their internet. But anyway, hopefully, Ote, can you put better lines in, please, so we can get the fibre optic and get the better speed? They're always trying to sell it to us on a hotline number, you know, from Athens. Oh, upgrade to this, but we know there's no point because the lines aren't in. Anyway, what's been going on then? Oh, yeah, just another thing quickly. Can I say thank you once again? My actual show, my last show online has gone up the charts again. It's now 31st in the pop chart, and it's 51 in the soul chart. So thank you, Mixcloud. However you monitor and do that chart, I don't know, but I'm still there, even though I haven't put anything up there in the last few days. So that made me feel really good. Anyway, what's been going on? Right, first of all, let's have a quick look at coronavirus. Coronavirus cases are up again from yesterday. 416 new cases here in Greece and 5 new deaths as well. As before, the deaths are people average age of 70 with underlying conditions. All right. That means the total amount of cases for coronavirus in Greece since it all started has been 18,123, and total deaths since it started has been 388 deaths. At the moment, 79 people are in intensive care. 207 people have been through intensive care and have now left the ICU since coronavirus pandemic started. Now, for those people curious about what happened with the cruise ship yesterday, the cruise ship, which was basically on its way to Corfu, they were doing random testing on board the vessel. It turned out that 12 of the crew tested positive for coronavirus, and so the vessel was ordered to put into port in Piraeus. And then, obviously, Greek ministry came on board with their health teams to do secondary checks. Now, yesterday morning, we said that 6 of the 12 tested were tested to be negative. It was a false positive that they'd registered. Well, good news was the other 6 crew members also tested negative. So, again, that was another false positive. The ship now has been allowed to sail, and it's now sailing on to Corfu, which was the destination it was heading for when it was told to divert from Crete. So, but there was no information, because there was yesterday said that the Greek ministry authorities were going to do random testing of guests on board the ship, but maybe because the test proved to be negative from the crew, that they may have decided that they weren't going to test the guests, because they did say that anybody who tested clean would be given a special certificate to say that they'd been tested and were free of the virus 72 hours. Now, that probably might have helped them if they were leaving the country at the end of their cruise, but I'm not sure on that. I'm just surmising that. But it sounds like they didn't do any testing, or we've not had any reports of any further testing being done of the crew. Right, more stories are coming out in the local press here regards the cyclone that we had just over a week or so again, Cyclone Ana, which basically whizzed through Zakynthos and also whizzed through Kefalonia. It seemed to have done more damage in Kefalonia than it did in Zakynthos. However, we're now getting reports that 3 families were left homeless from the cyclone, and it's also been reported by the welfare service of the municipality that if any other families on the island are having difficulties in where they're living because of damage from the cyclone, and their homes have not yet been seen by any of the authorities to be assessed, they are being asked, if possible, to call the following number and speak to Stelios Patos, and the number is 26953 62174. So I'll just repeat that for you if anybody's trying to get a pen and write it down. Speak to Mr. Stelios Patos on 26953 62174, and that is the welfare, municipality welfare, and they will try and assist people with trying to get accommodation while their house is obviously to be inspected, and also have somewhere to go if they're living in dire circumstances after damage. It also seems as well from the local news that there's been 150 claims already to the region for compensation from the regional fund. The biggest actual damage that's been reported at the moment is obviously roof tiles that have been blown away, and also damage inside houses, obviously where people and doors were open, windows got in and just trashed through the inside of the house. Anyway, it's also reminded to people that if you're trying to claim on the regional fund, all right, then you have till Monday, October the 19th at 1:30 to get your claims in, all right. And also there's another compensatory fund as well running here on the island. They're a special unit from the Zakynthos municipality, and they're giving financial aid to people for damage to their primary residence. Now, you have, if you want to claim on this package, you have until the 18th of March 2021 to claim on that package. For further information on what they can do for you, you can go to ermesnews.gr, but you can also call this following number, which is 26952. I'll say that again for you, 2695362, and then extension 174 or 175 or 176. All right, so 26953 62 174 or 175 or 176. And if you phone during office hours, as it were, 8:30 in the morning till 1:30 on a weekday, you'll be able to get hold of somebody, and as far as I'm aware, there'll be somebody there that will speak English, and they'll be giving you more information on that second unit from Zakynthos that is giving financial aid for people whose primary residence has been damaged through the cyclone. Okay, and another final thing at the moment, also reported, has been the amount of waste that's been dumped. In England, we call it fly tipping. Here, it's just dumping rubbish. It seems that the new Alikez and Zygia road, which has not yet been fully completed, but that's the new road that runs from the tip of Alikez and cuts through to Zygia to then re-link up with the road to take you to Port St Nicholas. which again was a route that everybody was looking forward to that being finished. But work stopped on that a while ago. Story was it was due to money running out from the EU, and then obviously waiting for more funds to become available. But basically, people are using that kind of out of the way place to go and dump their rubbish on there. Anyway, the municipality has been informed, and hopefully somebody will go along there to collect rubbish. Rubbish dumping at the moment is becoming an issue. At the moment, I've got to be honest, where I live in Macarado, the guys here that pick the rubbish up are doing a really good job. But as you go around the island, different areas seem to have a different pace at which the rubbish gets collected. And I know that the landfill and rubbish disposal is still a big issue here on the island. And it's one that hopefully at some point will get resolved. But at the moment, we're just going to keep an eye on that and just see how things go. Right, let's have a quick look at all the little messages coming up in a moment. See who's looking in this morning. Sean Hilton is looking in. Hello, Sean. How you doing? He says, morning, Ginge. Also, Amanda Gregory is looking as well. Hello, Amanda. I understand you had damage to your house during the... You might be in for a claim. All right, get yourself onto those numbers. I think Jane's dropping the plates next door. Then who else have we got? Margaret Miller is also watching. Hello, Margaret. Jan Lawrence is watching as well. Nice to see you, Jan. Graham Blint in Australia is watching in as well. Nice to have you here, Graham. How you doing? Old Raffridge buddy. Another Raffridge buddy, Bob Monroe, is tuning in as well. Geordie Meldrum, my God, there's a blast from the past. How you doing, buddy? Nice to have you with us as well this morning, just tuning in and watching. Gary Eden, another Raffridge buddy. Nice to see you tuning in as well. Hayes, nice to see you looking in as well. Raffridge buddy. John Spiller, nice to see you as well. Paul Fleming, another Raffridge buddy. Steve Simpson, another Raffridge buddy. Jan Lawrence, not a Raffridge buddy, but still a good friend. How you doing? Nice to have you with us as well. Tom Sawyer, yes, I'm sure that's a Raffridge as well. Nice to have you tuning in as well. Jack Harmer, definitely Raffridge. A bit of a cyclist. Living in Spain now, if I remember rightly. How you doing, Jack? Or is he cycling through Spain last time I spoke to him? Nice to have you with us. Heather Flynn looking in as well. Nice to have you tuning in as well. Brett Weston, nice to have you as well here. Danny Holland Parker is also watching. Very official name, Danny Holland Parker. Like that as well. Brett Weston, nice to have you. Jan Dendy, nice to have you. Linda Gray, nice to have you. Oh, sorry, Linda Gary. Linda and Gary. Listen, the picture your husband did for me is in the repair shop at the moment. I hope to get that back on the wall, actually, by the end of the week. So thank you for that. Ian Booth is also there. Hello, Ian. How you doing? I'll tell you what I'm going to try and do. I've never done this before. Right, okay, I'm not sure what happened there, whether you actually heard any of that. It's just said broadcast has been resumed, but I was talking there to a good friend of mine over there in Cyprus, Wiggy, also a bit of a northern soul buff as well. He's been living over in Cyprus for well over 30 years now. I remember him when I was stationed over there. He came to pack all my boxes up for me when I was end of Tourex over there. So anyway, thanks for that, Wiggy. I'll have listened to this show back anyway, and I'll be able to listen and see how it sounds. And I think if I do this again, I will obviously use headphones to be able to hear what's been said, and also find out if what he was saying to me could actually be heard on the broadcast or not. So if there is a gap, I do apologise. Play with new technology, you know what it's about. Right, okay, what's happening today then? Well, at the moment, I'm not sure about Magdalena's, if Magdalena's is still open. But I know Friday will definitely be the final day for Magdalena's. If Dennis hasn't decided to pull the plug now. And then obviously get ready for the winter. The weather today here is really nice, not too hot, not too cold, just right actually. Got to say a quick hello to Baz, he's going back to the UK today. So again, people are leaving. How many people are arriving and coming? Well, we'll have a look and we'll see. But at the moment, for those people still here on the island, enjoy yourselves. I will see you tomorrow with any more news that I may have. And once again, thank you to Wiggy over there in Cyprus for getting in touch. Cheers, fellas. And I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.